We are back from a brief hiatus to do our next Commissioner Spotlight. I'm here with Commissioner Alexus Walker. Good afternoon, Commissioner Walker. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm hanging in there. I'm good for a Friday afternoon. For a little background, Commissioner Alexis Walker was appointed to the board in June of 2023 by Mayor Linda Gorton. She currently serves on the Personnel and Policy Committee. And again, we welcome Commissioner Walker, and I'll just get into the questions. I'll I'll turn it over to you. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, both professionally and personally, kind of hobbies, affiliations, anything you would like the internet to know about you.
Professionally, I'm a paralegal with a strong focus on helping people navigate the complex legal system, especially in family court and civil criminal law, depending on whatever case I'm working on. I serve as a human rights commissioner. And outside of that, I am into fishing. I like to raise awareness as far as advocacy, and I have platforms that talk about rights as citizens, rights as parents, rights as different places you might have in society. Also, I'm into coding and computers. Also, informing people about things that I like to know about. If I find out something interesting, I tell people about that. So, you know, I like to do a lot of things. I like to bring attention to what's going on in society, things people might not know about. I like to talk about things with my son as far as his activities and things in the community that's going on.
Great. So it sounds like you have a lot of your hobbies, and even professionally, you like to deal with a lot of rights and advocacy type work. So that kind of
Yes.
segues into our next question. Why did you want to serve? There's a lot of boards on the city's website where you can join, and you had a choice to choose. You could have chose any board. Why did you want to serve on the Human Rights Commission?
But one, first, I wanted to get involved in the community. I was figuring out ways that I can get involved. I was looking online to see who offered what and what we had in there. And then I was looking at the Black and Williams Board and things like that. And I came across the Human Rights Commission on there. I'm like, well, human rights, I'm interested in rights anyway. So let me see what this is about. And that's what led me to it, just trying to get engaged, trying to figure out. Because I was doing things around the city, like church bus, like reading to children at libraries and things, helping people with tutoring, whether that's high school, middle school, all that. But I was trying to figure out a collective, something bigger. So that's why I started looking into things as far as what the community had to offer and such. And I saw that. I'm like, well, human rights, might as well see what's going on. And there we go.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that you did. So you've been on the commission now for about 3 years. What is the most surprising thing that you've learned while serving on the Human Rights Commission regarding this kind of line of work?
As far as this, the most surprising thing was one, a lot of people don't know their rights. Things that we should know as citizens, as as people in the city, as whatever, people don't know the ways to access help when there is help. Like as far as the Human Rights Commission, before I even became a commissioner, I didn't know much about it. So that's why I started looking into it. I didn't even know it was there. And if I don't, I'm sure other people don't know that it's there as well. But also the amount of discrimination that is actually going on that, people, if people don't know about things, they don't know how to help with it, or they don't know how to get involved. And until like you are in things like these, you don't see that a lot of discrimination is going on, whether that's against, your gender, your sexuality, your race, all these things, you don't see until you're in a position to see it, and it's right here in front of you. So
And we've been doing the,
that's
oh, I'm sorry,
the
go
most
ahead.
surprising thing about it.
All right, thanks. So, we've been doing these commissioner spotlights for a little while, and I kind of wrote these questions a little while, about a year ago. But, the last 6, 8 months in this line of work has been really, really challenging. You had the House Bill 468. You've had the federal funding from HUD that's kind of been threatened and kind of been delayed. But in your opinion, since you've been doing this, since you've been serving in this capacity, what do you think the biggest challenge right now is facing maybe not only our Human Rights Commission, but maybe human rights commissions across the country?
One of the biggest things that I see, or I see that we may be facing, is closing the gaps between the community and the systems meant to serve them. Also, like you said, the most recent one with the outs, I mean, where they're trying to limit our abilities to do certain things, to hear certain cases. Putting that in the hands of the court is going to like boggle things down, but that doesn't take just help the court. I mean, hurt the court. It takes away our powers to help people in ways we can without them having to resort to the court. So I mean, that's what I feel like the biggest challenge of it right now. And same thing, it doesn't just impact us here in Lexington, that impacts other people in Kentucky and it goes bigger than that. So also another challenge is ensuring accountability while working within the systems, making sure things work how they're supposed to instead of being taken however it goes. You know.
Okay. And as you continue to serve in this capacity, what would be one of your future goals that you have during your term as commissioner? Anything you would like to see changed or whatever?
One of my main goals is to increase awareness and accessibility, letting people know that we do exist and we're out here, putting us out there more. They said a lot of people don't know about the Human Rights Commissioner. And I would say I'm a Human Rights Commissioner. Ask me, well, what do y'all do? Or what is it? And I have answers to tell them what we do. We go and hear cases according. If you bring cases to us, we'll look at it and see what's going on and present it to the rest of us and see what we can do about it. See if we can help. But outside of that, people don't know. So it's just bringing more awareness to us and how we can help people and what we can do. Strengthen the connection between us and the community and people involved, bridging the gap, so to say.
Okay, great. Okay, well that concludes our serious line of questioning. The next set of questions are kind of rapid fire, but it doesn't mean you have to answer them very quickly, but you haven't seen these questions, so you don't know what's coming. So the first one's kind of easy. What is your dream? What would you consider your dream vacation?
Mm, I would say going to see a lot of tropical things, traveling the world to see what's out there, like beyond what we see in photos and the books and videos. See what else is out there. I would like to see somewhere, especially warm. Like I said, tropical, breezy, but as long as I'm having fun with the people I love, that's all that matters. But
All right.
definitely somewhere warm.
Yeah, warm and breezy. You're speaking my language, and I'm guessing you're going to be taking your fishing pole with you wherever you go.
Yes, it's in my trunk. Goes
Okay,
everywhere I go.
it's ready to go. All right, great. So we're going to make a movie about your life. Who's going to play you as the lead person in this movie and why?
Hmm, that's a tough question. Let's see. Maybe Kiki Palmer because she's a really good actor.
Hmm.
Well, actress, but probably her. She and I, relate in a lot of her movies. So I think it definitely Kiki Palmer
Okay, great.
or
Okay.
Kyla Pratt, one of the two.
What's that? I'm sorry, I missed
Or
it.
Kyla Pratt, one who plays
What?
Penny Proud in the Proud Family.
Okay, awesome, great. So you've just won $1 million in the lottery. What would be the first thing that you buy? And kind of what I've been telling the commissioners on this one is, okay, we know you want to give away money to charity and do good with it and stuff like that, which is admirable, and everybody would hope to do that. But this is something for you. This is going to be your selfish purchase. What would be the first thing that you would buy?
Definitely, I would buy land and I would buy ways to make sure my family was set for generations to come, for sure. Definitely buy land, property, buy, you know, my family something to at least so they can have their legacy going. And then I will focus on things that that matter outside of that.
Okay.
Definitely. sustaining stability for a long time.
Sure. Now, if you could have lunch with a person, living or dead, who would that person be?
Whew, another tough one. Let me think. Let's sort
Yeah,
this.
we've had some interesting answers across the board on this one, so I always like to hear which direction somebody goes. Is it a historical figure? Is it just somebody in your past, from your past, or
Definitely Malcolm X for sure. You know, especially he's my birthday twin for sure.
no?
To
Okay,
see to see how he feels about things now and to see where, if they're on the path of what they were talking about. But definitely Malcolm X.
okay, that's a good one. We haven't had him yet. So last one. So you're almost off the hot seat. If you had one superpower, what would that be?
The ability to read minds with the off switch. Definitely need the off switch. Definitely that one. Because you can figure out a whole lot though if you can get to people's real motives, real how they really feel about things, and that gives you the ability to do so. Or to fly.
Yeah, and that was a much quicker answer than the last one. So you were almost ready for that one. It's almost like you read my mind on that one.
Man, definitely you have to say that one for all superpowers.
Well, that concludes my line of questioning. Again, we want to thank you for taking the time to answer our questions today. And I want to thank you for being just a dedicated member of the commission. If you ever come to any event in Lexington, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see Commissioner Walker there, very active and joining us at a lot of events, MLK breakfast, things of that nature. So definitely one of our active commissioners who like to represent the commission out in the community and spread that awareness, which I agree it's always a challenge, especially in a being a agency that doesn't have a lot of extra funds to do any kind of big level advertising and stuff. So we have to get to the go back to the basics, and it's just word of mouth, being visible. So we appreciate you doing that and being a part of this commission and always contributing. Is there any final thoughts that you would like to leave before we log off?
No, I would just encourage people to get involved and join the commission to figure out, what's going on in the community, to figure out how you can help and contribute. I mean, that's all that I have to leave off with.
Good. And I haven't done this yet, but that's a good thought that you put in my mind that I'll put at the end of your video. It's only appropriate we do it on the end of your video because of wanting to educate people on how to get involved. If you go to the city's website, I don't have it off the top of my head, but the City of Lexington's website, if you just Google Lexington City Government, go to the commissions and boards page and click on it, and you'll get a list of all the commissions and boards. There's one form that you fill out for all of them. All you have to do is fill out one standard form, and on that line it said which boards are you interested in. You put your particular board. So yeah, most definitely, if you're interested in the Human Rights Commission or any other board, go to the city's website and log on and fill out that form. And once positions become available, they will be considered by the mayor. So again, I thank you for joining us. Looks like you took some time out in the Louisville Public Library to join us today. So I appreciate that. And with that, we'll say we'll sign off on this one.
Have a good one.